Alright, so there were a few things that I obviously did not finish up last time that I will endeavor to complete this time to kind of round out my activities so far. That's a new picture I got there. Actually, I noticed recently that this nice kind of painted background with the unique loading logo only shows up when you first load the game. Surprised they don't have like this kind of painted artwork for all the transitions between zones. Very pretty. Back to the home base, the Scions, which is easily reached from here. Well, easily reached after a short ride. A short ride with some very, very jaunty music. Ride that chicken all the way to Besker Bay. No, you can ride that chicken there. It will carry you all the way, and then drop you onto the ground and ceremoniously do. Meanwhile, the little secretary right there is going, I wasn't playing cards and like not paying attention. I was totally guarding the door. I want my seals. Gotta get me my mount. Welcome back. Seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. What skills? How do I know? Why, the recruitment officers called me to regale me with the tales of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. I tasted it. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you, Sheila. Now, when last we spoke, I said that I wanted you to meet some friends. Did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that that you have already met. Tatru, please show them it. You, get in here, you mooks. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. Also, he's got a weird burning gear thing on his shoulder. I like it. I don't think we properly introduced ourselves. I'm Briggs. You can tell because it says that above all my speech bubbles. And, I'm... I forgot my name. Gods, man, spit it out, will you? Wedge at your service! Hooah! I am pleased to say that Briggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Why are you so pleased? Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow even more vital to the city-states of Erosia. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. We'll use it to conquer the world. Of course, for this we needed the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garland Ironworkers, who very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. They're defects, you see. If they go back to their home country, they'll be killed. Our happy family continues to grow. Dance, my children, dance. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. And now some dialogue that neither of us can hear. Like every soul here, I love Erosia. I want to conquer it in my velvet-gloved fist. And I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you and fight for the future of the realm. Ugh. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. Not even that one time when I found bubblegum on the bottom of the table and I ate it. You talk too much, Minnie.
Now, having set aside the formalities...
Oh my gosh, your voice changed! It's not just me doing a stupid woman's voice anymore. Oh my gosh!
We have a favor to ask of you.
Who's we? Is that like the royal we? Are you really a dictator? Is that not just something I made up?
Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
But I'm not going to show you them because I'm a dick.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
So apparently they've read it, even though she's just now saying it. Okay.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
We cocked it up and now they know who we are.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselgreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
If I knew what a gisselgreen was, then maybe I would have a better picture of that.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
They probably won't attack you on sight. Probably.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
Oh yes, I'm sure if you call them beast tribes, they're just going to be so educated in the ways of the world. Primal good. Kill bad enemies. We worship primal.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained. Until such time as we know, it would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
We're gonna give you an easy one. We're not even sure there's gonna be a boss this time. I mean, really, who would expect there to be a boss?
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
It's a big problem you got there.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda.
Garuda.
Who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
I need not remind you. Because as a person in this world, you should already know that.
In short, it is essential that we approach the sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible.
Don't screw it up.
Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo.
Use your mystical plot powers to make all the things better.
Winning the sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us?
No, go sod off. No.
I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods.
I know nothing about this place. I've never been there before in my life.
Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Is that a joke? Like a really bad joke?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
I mean, I'm actually gonna get to interact with somebody else in this group besides old white-haired pretty boy over there?
Us, Ida, us!
Also, if you put their two armors together, you have like a full suit of armor. I mean, like, between the two of them. That guy has fiery feet. Also, that chicken is wearing a pointy hat. Nedrick, the Sign of Seven Dawns has some useful information you wish to share. Hail, adventurer! Nedrick Ironheart, an explorer by trade and a scion by allegiance. And you, my friend... yeah. And you, my friend, yes, you! Come to me, the adventurer, need from a challenge. I happen to know just a place I can offer to you. Tucked away in the corner of Eastern Thalion, here lies Italia. It's there that you will find the excitement you crave. The place boasts a storied history. Many, many stories, like 5 stories of history. It was built some 100 years ago. It was past the training ground for gladiators. Calamity has rained ruin to it, blah, 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 blah. The shadow from herself in the dark shadow lurk wild beasts, bloodthirsty and beyond count. There's like new beasts every time you walk in or something. Once to yourself, I dare say there is no place finer than Italia to test your skills and refine your techniques. Indeed, I've taken the liberty of passing your name along to the flames or oversee the place. Without even asking your consent, I have already told them that you would go in there and clean it out. Should you visit, speak with the emissary. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh, he has another quest later, too. But, can't do it yet. I feel that they really should sort of, you know, show you a map of where the quest is supposed to be whenever they give you a new quest. And I've already seen that before, where you get a new quest, it opens your map, map says roughly where you're going, and then you know. Say, oh, well, that's nearby. I'll complete that quest. Or, oh, that's a long distance away. I will save that quest for 10,000 years later. Hello, tiny chicken man. You're riding on a big yellow chicken and it runs really fast to the place that you're going to. It's the fast. You ruined my music. A travel system to get you around. If you don't want to pay to use the teleport, you're going to ride a big chicken all the way to your destination. 'Cause it's really a nice ride and it's quicker than riding around on your feet. That lyric didn't really work, but none of them do. 'Cause I'm just making it up as I go along and singing a song to the people who aren't watching, 'cause there are no viewers on the screen. Do, 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 and I arrived at the destination. Do, 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 do. Wee. All the way in. So, you ready to murder your brother yet? No? You better get ready. Fortunate's favorite has been spotted at Vesper Bay. Oh, he was spotted at exactly where I came from. Huh. Countless opportunity passes by. Head there with all due haste. With you, take that description of my brother's likeness and Mormo's mannerisms. As information to some of the local residents and see where you can find it. The 5 levels that you've been away, he has managed to murder 10 people. Grisly murders, blood everywhere, just body parts strewn around. It was horrible. Let's see what else do I need to do? I needed to get a retainer. I do not know how to get a retainer. Ah, I go over there. So I'm looking for a retainer guy. Means I take it you have come from. See about a retainer. Hire a retainer. According to records, you may hire 2 retainers. Currently, you have no retainers in your employ. Customizing your retainer, you'll be unable to communicate with players. Okay. Excellent. We have quite a few men and women on this list, so I invite you to describe the retainer you desire down to the most minute detail. And then we will craft him out of plastic. Not allowed I'd rather not have my retainer look exactly like me. I'm gonna have a retainer, it's gonna be a big manservant. Mm-hmm. And he's gonna be a pirate man. The slider, it does nothing. Let's see here. That's some poofy hair he's got there. Sullivan Grundy want pants. Do the poof. Got the Conan look going on there. Alright. I like the face. Jaw does not make much difference. Oh yeah, like that's gonna matter to me. Big eyes. Always gonna have big eyes. Eyebrows are fine. And nose is fine. Mouth is fine. The lip color matters. It does nothing. Oh, he's got to have a beard. Bearded manservant. Scars. Nah, he does not need any scars. He's not needing tattoos either. Oh, but he can have a butterfly. Oh, that is so cute. Go with the dragony thingy. A much more visible shade of red. Uh-oh. Yarr! Man! And he's my man Friday. I can think of several retainers that are exactly as you described. It's almost as if we're going to make them in the back room out of spare parts. And if they have strikingly different personalities, if you'd be so kind as to state your preference, it would be most helpful. Let's go with a very serious person. I want a serious manservant. When some of the retainer longer so. Ah. I will go now. Oh. It's a little bit too serious. Carry out your wishes. Ah, that's better. Let's go something to give a retainer. one's own making, a nickname, as it were. You find this deepens the bond between clients and retainer. Yeah, when he comes out of the vat, he doesn't really have a name, so you're gonna have to name him. He's my man Friday. Is not available. Ah! Oh, come on! Can I use man? Oh, no, I can't put a space in it. I can't change the capital letters either. I wonder if they have all the days of the week covered. Please select another. They must be 3 characters long, contain letter, apostrophes, and hyphens. Please note, however, that hyphens cannot be in 16 and replaced immediately before or after apostrophes. Alright, that works. Some of your new material that they might have. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to ask. He's your Barbie girl in your Barbie world. What services can they provide? What we have to perform is tending to items that are placed safe in place for sale at the market. Sometimes the new vendors cannot be bothered to do themselves. Wish to experience the market for yourself. Nothing. Once retainer has been summoned, you can entrust it with Giller items as well as have her, you mean him, put entrusted items up for sale on the market. Additionally, you can also send adventures. Entrust items or retrieve items from your retainer. Simply drag an item from your inventory, enter transfer, transfer Gil, blah 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 blah. Hold items, sell items in your inventory on the market. Sell items in retainer's inventory on the market. View sales history. I have sold absolutely nothing. Hooray! I did the thing! So you want to be an X. Well, to be an X requires a lot of work. Anyways, back to Horizon. Gotta go to Vesper Bay. Gotta find that demon-possessed, you know, bad guy. Well, not really a bad guy, he's just possessed by a demon. Gotta find his demon and beat it out of him with my fists. Ride the chicken all the way to Vesper Bay, because you are the big hero and you must do that in order to find the guy that you're looking for. He's really bad, dude, so you need to take him down. But first you got to get there, and that means that you need to either hoof it or ride a chicken all the way there. You're riding the chicken. That's a smart choice because it would be slow to walk. It's a terribly long journey when you're all alone. Maybe you should get yourself a mount because they make the trip much faster than it would otherwise be. Do 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 do. What kind of place is this? Largest vessel is fine mooring here, blah 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 blah. Nothing. Let's see here. Take your description as written, voice and hand them out in a few Vesper Bay locals. Is that a key item? Yes, it is a key item. Ah ha 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 ha! Look at her dance! Ha 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 ha! Which mission? I did see a Lawfell mention description. So much the fairies come in with more than past interest. Looking to hire some adventurers and such, I reckon. So I am looking for the dudes that have... I can't give you one. You're technically a local. No. You! Chicken Man! Have you seen this guy? No? Okay. Lots of NPCs milling about, but none that have the telltale indicator of a thing above their head. Merchant Man! No, you can't talk to me. I'm sure her suspiciously standing behind the signs at 7th Dawn base doesn't mean anything. You look familiar. Oh yeah, I'm sure this guy's seen a whole lot. Sitting here behind this wall. Company of a couple of adventurers hailing from Salomsa, a marauder, and a themata. As a guess, I think that they were walking about seeing the area north of here. Okay. So I'll be going north. And north has an Imperial outpost. So I'm sure it's a great place to live. Because them Imperials is known for being such kind folk. Bar wench! Have you seen this person? Perhaps drunk? Bringing a blush to all the young maidens' cheeks. Wow, you guys are into some kinky stuff. What he lacked in height, he certainly made up for in boldness. He was grabbing so many people in so many different places, it was just shameful. If more than one lass on his arm, he did. He gets all the ladies. Really? Oh. At least he's here now. I don't gotta run all the way back. Chosen this as his new hunting ground. Maiden is seduced by the succubus. This is a female demon, by the way, seducing maidens. Prepared his vessels to hold her prepared his vessels to hold her fully restored powers. I fear they will have have already been slain. Oh no. As for the adventurers, well, I think you can imagine my own plans for this. He plans to make them brunch. Very nice brunch with deviled eggs. We must find and warn these unwitting Lomsians before the void scent strikes again. We're told that they might be headed north, yes? Yes. It'd be best for you to follow suit. I'd do it myself, but, I don't feel like it. Of course, this is indicated on my map because, reasons. Oh, I need one of these for my collection. You don't scare me. Expanding the liver. Your cuteness shall not avail you. You bloated boogie. That maimed marauder has been mightily maimed. It's still here. It's still here. Somewhere close. Meanwhile, the other enemies in the area are just hanging out. I see nothing. I don't see people fighting. I don't want a part of that. Oh, I don't want to be in there at all. Oh my gosh, his face is gone. Oh, it's the helmet. Me, thanks, lass. Me head, that bastard just said he would give us the grand tour of Ul'dan. Me not know how to use personal pronoun. It's been grand, alright. Please, he took me mate further north. Think he was muttering something about moon drip. Me go lay down now. I sense the presence of void scent, but it appears you have things well in hand. The 5 of us have been useless. Armor is a moon drip, a fitting place for the battle to come. It's time to finish this, my brothers. Drogobus will be a slave to that fiend no longer. Also, they all appear to be wearing gauntlets. Why can't I get a gauntlet? Leather hand grips. He's got legs. Clear up to his ass. There's no one else here. Run away! Still win. That is a big frog. Aha! Chain lightning, fool. It would appear that the four brothers are useless except for this one guy. No, they're cowering for no reason, because apparently they have not confronted him yet. Great. Shall approach Mormo first, as we discuss. If the bargaining proceeds smoothly and the Void Sent feast on my proffered mana, if I'm eaten by them first, then she should manifest in her demonic form once one is fully present in this realm. That is where you unleash the seething power of the abyss. Smiter. Smiter good. After lecturing for so long on how they should avoid such threats, I yet hold doubts as to whether such a direct conflict is the correct path. I'm still a chicken. Experience. What do you consider to be the greatest strength? Probably the fireballs. Yeah, definitely the fireballs. There are none who can match the prosperity of fire ruined. We need not run from danger, but rather employ our unrivaled power to incinerate all that seek to do us harm. Fight fire with fire, literally. Because my fate awaits me. I have faith that, no matter what becomes of me, you shall succeed in destroying Mormo, ending her threat to this realm. No, it says facing your demons. Technically, I'm facing the demon inhabiting someone else. Go into their minds. Fight their demons. Enough. This is the eldest of the cowardly brothers. I thought you would be whimpering under your bed, wishing that I just disappear. Not this time. This time we fight. And offer you a deal. I know you seek the etheric energy needed to sustain your true form. which I intend to waste feeding on these lesser mages. Sources, planes. My power's a blazing sun! Not for taking maybe. Made my sake to assume your rightful appearance. I am sure you think me a coward, but this is no coincidence. I only wish Nimbus returned to us unharmed. You are wise to acquiesce. Not dead yet. So not dead. I'm getting out of here though. Screw you guys, I'm getting out of here. Oh, they melted. Oh my gosh. The most evil of all demons. She has Youngblood's disease. At long last, my true body, my true power is mine once more. I believe a stretching of the old arcane muscles in order. Beware my silly collar. Oh yeah, you guys look real tough. I'm gonna have to do this myself, aren't I? So you risk your lives in a valiant rescue attempt? You should not bet what you are not prepared to lose. I shall tear the aether from your very marrow. Tasty, tasty marrow aether. The battle is joined. Come a little bit closer now. Oh, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. I believe I have been silenced. Spells. Spells are silenced. Must our magics. That is not the spell I need. Oh, she has summoned ads. Kill the ads. sorcery is too horrible. Can't take it. Yeah. You dead, lady. And, after much pussyfooting around, then she died. We won! Victory is ours! Oh, it's not that easy, I just know it. Did I do something bad when I passed out? Our sibling has yet to stir from his somnolent stupor. Okay. Oh no! His aether channels have contracted. They are barely sufficient to sustain the flow of life force. If we do not increase his capacity for aether soon, his vitality will drain away completely. He doesn't have enough magic in him. He'll never make it. A mana amplifying potion's potency is limited, but it just might be enough. Steroids, the solution to all of life's problems. They work remarkably fast, too. See, the battle has ended, as I expected. And I also see that you're not dead. Not as expected. Yeah, you got to save someone's life. You're not worthless after all. Not about you, Sheila. We will bear our brother back to the ossuary. Pray meet us there that we might properly express our gratitude. In song. I don't want to be here. Zoom! Way I go. Actually, it's shorter just to go this way. Running. Thank you. After seeking refuge in the comforting shadows of... After seeking refuge in the comforting shadows of the abyss for so long, I had lost sight of the blazing glory of what thermontology is capable of. The raw power and audacity of your magecraft has freed my brothers and me from our self-imposed cowardice. We are going to wreck so many faces. Oh yes, tee hee 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 hee, giggle giggle giggle. You're so badass. Himself had his fingers at my throat. The sensation of hard-won supremacy is strangely satisfying. Our brother, our respected colleague. I hope you never again underestimate the precious power you wield. You have exceeded all of my expectations. In recognition of your outstanding growth in thermontology, I shall impart to you one of my guild's most closely guarded techniques. Mana Ward. It's a defensive weaving of energy that blunts the force of any arcane attack made against you. Sure that you can understand why we do not teach this secret to every stray hedge maze who chooses to join our ranks. We shouldn't have people able to defend themselves from hostile magic. They should all just stand there and get killed. The deadliest threats, and the joys that come with obliteration! Obliteration! I am certain you are eager to explore just how deep you might just descend into the chasm of thaumaturgy. Your struggles bring wisdom, and your wisdom bring courage. And your courage bring heart. I, for one, look forward to our rewards. I look forward to hearing from your future thaumaturgy endeavors. Here is a brand new, even pointier stick, a brand new ability, and let's see here. Do I want the robes or do I want the pants? With the gloves? No. Definitely the robes. Been wearing my current set of clothes for a long time. Man award. This one time, at level 30, I killed a demon. Oh, and it's a staff, too. Which means that I can wield my shield and look incredibly silly. Equip in that slot. These be bracelets, you see. These be rings. And these be patents. I cannot wear my velveteen robes yet. That is disappointing. I'm sorry. You're just not cool enough to wear velveteen robes. I mean, you gotta be a really, really cool guy to wear velvet robes. It's a requirement. And I also need to go back to where I started. First, I will do this. What's going on in here? Ow. That's what you get when you don't pay attention to where you're going. I don't know who it is who's out here always playing these wind instruments, but he is dedicated to his craft. Everywhere I go, I can hear him. What was that you seek? You seek no further. Me to tell you something of this place. The name comes from an ancient tongue, and many shadows. It was here that our distant ancestors first settled, and you have not come to hear a way a lesson of history. Shh! Listen. Do you not hear the howls and growls? Do you not feel how they shake the very earth beneath you? These sounds are the work of no wind, my friend, nor that rumblings are, nor that rumbling the doing of any shadows. These are the beasts keep the chasm, blah blah blah. Beasts broken by the hand of man. No, these are those within that even the might of the immortal flames cannot tame. Look at him. See word. Made you leave to enter freely. I pray that you're able to find your way out. Not as good as my current. Yay. And now you need to go. What you got, mister? Difficulty summoning their retainers. Should you wish to offer assistance, you will find these purposes. Lords will be the same regardless of whom you help, so do not hesitate to implement your choice. Okay. Never ignored to summon before. Beg your pardon, madam. Would you be willing to aid a fellow adventurer? It's about my retainer. She hasn't returned from her latest venture to 9 Ivories, and I fear something terrible would have happened. I'd track her down myself if I could, but I have an important appointment I must needs keep. Mayhaps you could go and search in my stead. Look how busy I am, standing here doing nothing. I mean, if I were not to be standing here for this wonderfully busy appointment, then who would ever do so? So we need to exchange serpent seals for that. The ones that you have in your inventory aren't good enough, apparently. See? Serpent seals. Present a serpent chimney. To obtain your personal chimney, you must present the serpent code. This document can be obtained by changing company seals with the serpent quartermaster. Serpent quartermaster. Armor stuff. Material. Adventure. You need adventure, right? Must present some with the serpent. This document can be purchased. Present Chocobo insurance. Chocobo insurance. Present this deed to the order of the Trinidad. They brought that. I require a bird. Hi, Taggy. Not an event for couples, though. The invitation says anyone is welcome this year. We could go together, you know, before you leave me behind and move to Old Dan. I'm totally not secretly in love with you. Totally. Stranger. Leaving to begin to appreciate it. I'm leaving to begin an apprenticeship in weaving, and someone is having trouble being happy for me. So I've always wanted to go and try my hand. A beautiful ceremony! And it would take a nice send-off, shall we, huh? Oh. Those two lucky kids are gonna work it out. Bird issued, you say, and then I'll need you to see here some insurance. There you are, my good man. I require one giant chicken mount. Yes, everything appears to be in order. Moment, please. I'll be right back with your chocobo. Even now, I am forced to wait an endless period of time. Here he is. This fellow has been in high spirits for the past few bills. He must have sensed that his master was coming. Now then, to make it official, you'll want to give your noble steed a name. That is not Que. Que is an entirely different sound. Yes, you shall be named Drumstick. Que? Come back, Drumstick! I wish to ride you! I dare say he likes his name. Here is your very own chocobo whistle. Simply blow into it, and your feathered friend will come bounding to your side. But do forgive him if he doesn't respond when summoned in crowded city areas or monster-infested lairs. Chocobos are stout-hearted creatures, but they have their limits. And lastly, I present you a chocobo's rider license. It is required by law! And I am the law. That concludes all the formalities. I wish you and your chocobo long years of fulfilling companionship. Oh my! You can use a chocobo whistle to acquire the action to summon your personal chocobo. Like rental chocobos, there was no time limit regulations. How long you however, there are areas such as highly populated cities and narrow dungeons that chocobo will refuse to enter. Action is summon your chocobo. Can be sent to a hot bar, located in the mount guide, blah 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 blah. If you are attacked on chocobo back, your steed may buck you and mount to safety. You may only summon him again once the threat has been neutralized. Chocobo armor or branding can be equipped via the companion interface in the character menu. Blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Use the whistle. Mount guide is by detailed information mounts are required. Companions base information on summonable companions at a low cost available action. Rolls, trades. Dismount. Summoned your brand company issued chocobo. Skills. He has no skills. I cannot summon him. Darn. But I have finally gotten my mount. Yes, finally. You, my good man. You have a mission for me. I must call upon the science. Beg pardon, it's terrible having a mind to think aloud. But tell me, what brings you to the Adder's Nest? I am a member of your grand company. Don't you recognize me? We come in peace. Throw your hands up before we shoot you. It's in private zoo, reporting for duty. That's the zeal that I like to see from an enterprising young serpent. Morning, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but our business brings here today. I'm Poplamo. Always a pleasure to see the two of you. You stupid bastards. My men tell me you tell me you quest in the name of the Scions of late. Quite so, Commando. Little bird, or possibly a giant bird with yellow feathers, told us that the Twin Adder was in need of an adventuring prowess. Aye, and your little blood sings true. No doubt you've heard we're investigating the Sylph, curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the Twelves Wood home. The Sylph are, for the most part, a peaceful bunch, much to the delight of the Elder Seed Seer, who has no desire to see our people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The Twin Adder is the same mind. It is perfection. It is precisely for this reason that the Sylph remain in the blah 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 blah. Friendly as they appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Beast will be beast. Should there be even a sliver of a chance for summoning the primal, might disrupt the balance between Gridania and the Syphilic tribes. Oh my gosh, they got syphilis. Is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better be safe than sorry indeed. Let's murder them all first. Do we strike out Rahum or leave this Sliff to their own ways? That is the question. And I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at the answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to listen only to one's own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. Don't be navel-gazing with your own team. Right here from the other side, the Sips themselves, and seek an Imperial party, serve as a liaison. That is where you Scions come in. You're going to do our dirty work. Sif is a little Solus remains untempered. And if held many productive dialogue for people, I would hear their candid thoughts on yeah. Instead, I urge you to exercise due caution, so that tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of productive parley. For some reason, we speak French sometimes. Well, to Little Solus, you will come upon the Hawthorne Hut. Officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win this over. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly parlever with the palaver, I think, should be pleasant enough diversion. Hawthorne Hut, was it? Why, I believe that the ferry departing for West Shore Pier should take us straight there. The barber, indeed. I hope that this will be straightforward, as you say. Oh, you know it won't. I can accept none of your quests. It's kind of disappointing. The house that death built. You can see adventure you acquired. Yes. I need to go to the Hawthorne Hut to get there. I think I have the Hawthorne Hut as a point of interest. Yes, I do. I'm gonna magic myself over this. Now, let's see if I can figure out how to summon my mount. Aha! Behold! For I am now mounted on a rather small giant chicken, considering it's not as big as I would expect. Now, a chocobo icon will appear in the status effect bar. Okay. Status effect bar. I can dismount your chocobo at any time by right-clicking this icon or by re-clicking the action you used to mount your steed. Use the chocobo whistle to summon your steed again. And away it goes. And away it comes back. I'm riding that chicken. Of course, I don't get this sweet traveling music, so... Yeah, you all think that your level things are so tough. Duty and the outpost provide you with sapling with water and shelter. I'm afraid they might seek you. You'd not be able to care for a child much longer when they seek to venture. It's another quest where I need to beckon my guy. What? The Prince of Pestilence? I'd pay a pretty penny to precisely puncture the Prince of Pestilence in his preposterously pitiful pins. the way there myself. All by myself. Don't need nobody else. Where's my summon? There you are! You little cutie. Come on, we got places to be. Come on. Oh. Stay away from her, you dick. Beating up on a helpless little orphan. Dicks. Too far away. Evil lemur! Kill the evil lemur! Actually, pretty good use of an emote. It's always nice when they can make the emote actually, like, useful in the game. It's kind of annoying that all the missions are so similar. Oh yeah, that was just so tough. You can't have regular people doing that. Such passable diligence and general competency are exactly the qualities I admired most. You are adequate. I am satisfied with your necessary skill. Feel free to persuade the guild levels are available. Look forward to hearing your future exploits. Ride that chicken. Oh, I can flap its wings too! Yes! Super Ultra Mega Chicken! You okay, lady? Was the adventurer so focused was on a task that I had no notice of the buzzard on my back. You seem confused. Have you heard not adventure? Is it a service in which the retainers carry out procurement expeditions on behalf of our employers? Alas, some are not wanted. Okay, alas, some are not wanted to finish us with sufficient equipment, despite the obvious benefits it would have parties. Has he been summoning me this entire time? Pray excuse me. I must go attend to my master's needs. Forgive me, master. I was waylaid by beasts. Yes. How did you know? Of course, as you wish. My master wishes to tell you, don't get in his way again. Stickily in once before I go, pray allow me to thank you. I have not a recompense with you, but should you inform my supervisor deeds, I am confident that she will see fit to reward you. May we meet again, my friend, and do not forget to visit. Do not forget to get your reward. Quest isn't over yet. Just teleport on out of here. Boom. Halfway across the universe. Okay, so I'm going to northern portion. Running. A gloomy Gridanian. A lugubrious, gloomy Gridanian. Get thee gone. Would you like to go to a party? What's this? Serendipitous strangers. Perhaps I'll just drop by for a moment or two, then. Don't finish that thought. I didn't want to know anyways. Yo! I'm expecting you. Retainer rescue. Praise. Retainer, of course, permitted to refuse a venture which they determined to be too dangerous. Alas, this particular young woman is new to the profession and was thus easily persuaded by employer accept for no adventures. Certainly, it would be a pleasure to explain. Operating Adventurers Guild, we have established a new system in which retainers may be dispatched to procure items or an employer. Should you wish to avail yourself of additional services, you will need to pay your retainer in advance for adventure scripts issued by the Adventurers Guild. Here, breaks into adventure. Thanks. Bear in mind that most retainers lack the skill to carry out all the most menial of tasks. Most retainers are stupid loafs who can do nothing but stand there with your stuff. Of course, as they grow more experience, they will change. And this sounds daunting, let me assure you. It's a simple in practice. Why not speak with your retainer and see what you think? retainer. You just send a field and the instructions begin. I have no belt to summon my retainer. You there! You look like you're very sad and depressed. About an invitation to a party. There's the carry shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east and you'll find the Hawthorne without much trouble. Hawthorne most welcome force. Show no small measure of goodwill, still a bit of courtesy goes a long way. I would encourage you to stop by fulfilling qualm. Introduce yourself to Rosa before you travel on. Apparently, you are not the person who is very sad and requires an invitation. I apologize. That mysterious person is somewhere else in this area. This red area over here. There he is. Oh, he's a grizzly guy. A lovely lass like you. There you go. Valentine's Day for my family affair. I wonder if my grandchildren will enjoy the ceremony. It's the first time being a grandparent, you see. I never know what to do with the wee scamp. Take a look. I'm off. Back to the amphitheater I go. Champion love. Encourage all Fantastically to attend our event. All 4 of them. There was one lovely gentleman who seemed terribly unsure until I introduced him to another forlorn participant. 'Twas a Valentine miracle how swiftly their shyness melted away. They had their hands all over each other. In fact, it turned into a very lewd display very quickly, and we had to shoo them away. I also spied an old man with his granddaughter. They barely spoke 2 words to each other when they arrived. By the end of the ceremony, they were giggling together like a couple of mischievous muggles. It was incredibly creepy. Even as we speak, a pair of lovely lasses are enjoying our affinity trials. That could be known now. We're so out of tune with each other. I wish I'd never come. Hark! Someone not enjoying themselves? It is the end for me. What did you expect, Aggie? You just keep forging ahead without even looking to see where I was. You were plodding along like an overfed adipocyte. You were never going to reach our goal at that pace. Simply rushing through was the better strategy. If you had been slowing down a touch, we might have had a better chance of winning the trial. Ah, never mind. Looks like they have fallen out of love. What now, Cupid? Isn't how it's supposed to go. The script says everybody falls in love. I'm the best. How can I not be the best? We're so excited to try the ceremony together. They said something about marking the occasion. You have any idea as to what the occasion might be? see. I do something sewing for Taggy left for all damn. 'Tis unthinkable that these close friends would fail the ceremony so completely. 'Tis all a simple misunderstanding, I'm sure of it. Nay, I cannot bear to think that parting ways like this. What is more, I have a duty as the emissary of the House Valentoni. Adventurer! You and I will see the rift between these two ladies mended. Understood? It's not our place to intervene. What happened to Light and Airy? What did happen to Light and Airy? Thank you. Your kind heart was trapped. I will speak with Taggy while you catch up with Lindsay. Last I saw, she was running off towards the whistling mirror. Screw you guys, I can't say anything. I shall save their romance. I know you're the amateur handing out ceremony invitation. What are you doing here? Some kind of... But to plead on love's behalf. You overheard argument, didn't it? How awfully embarrassing. Meg and I have been friends since we were children. This is the first time that we have lived so far apart. I wanted these last moments to be special. But in my efforts to create the perfect memory, I may have been too cautious. And this is where the problems began. I feel a burden has been lifted from my shoulders. Thank you for listening, adventurer. Wow, you sure are really easy to help out. I wish to apologize to that tiny Valentine girl for our reckless behavior. I assume she's still at the amphitheater. Apparently, she just needed someone to talk to. And she figured it all out herself. Now I gotta go through the gate. Can't jump in like a loon. Thanks, adventure, you're brought back Lindsay. These two friends, a chance to undo the hurt which was done. Get the ceremony once more, and let angry words be forgotten. I only returned to offer an apology for souring the day, but our quarrels, testing our affinity again, will likely give us the same results. Worse. I only came back because your plaintive tears would be satisfied with nothing less. I only came back because he told me to. I don't care about you. Even though we've been friends forever, apparently. Perhaps if you can see how others completed the ceremony, we might stand a better chance. I shall be happy to serve as an example. Allow me to fetch my siblings. Let's see. And we shall display the principle of sisterly affection. It's a woman? I thought it was a man. Must have been the suit. Well, I appreciate that offer. I wonder if the performance by the very people who run the ceremony might be a little too perfect for us to emulate. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. What if we had an adventurer here show us how it's done? You already know our situation, so would you mind helping us out a little bit more? I doubt it matters who you take. I know someone of your kind nature could produce a good result with almost anyone. Obviously, I am certain. Nevertheless, you know, against interest in show yourself a turn. This one's champion will find a partner with whom you wish to attempt the quest and return to Valentine's Day chocolate as proof of your deed. Seasonal event instance unlocked. You have access to Valentine's Day seasonal instance. To enter the venture, speak with House Valentine's. Instance designed for a party of 2. There are no classes, no jobs, no level requirements. It can be done by anyone. In the event you register for the ceremony alone, your partner will be found by the matching system. If you're forever alone, we'll find someone else to be forever alone with you. There's a great hopes in the future of the Order of the Twin Adder. I would send you training to attention. And the vessel from London. Aha! Luckily, I have already been here before and attuned myself so I can travel here fast. My forward thinking is legendary and known to all. A boss battle's about to start or something. "12 men enter, 4 men leave." There's 8 men enter, 4 men leave. We're not going to show you that battle, but we can assure you that it was completely epic and legendary and worthy of songs. I don't recall your ugly mug here around here before. Hmm? You said that Helios sent you? Ah, that wimp, he's a loser. Yeah, I said be sending an adventurer. Not more simpering sea lass. Bah! If I'd known it was your sorry hide that we'd be dealing with, I'd have spit on your recommendation papers and tossed them into the briny deep. But, much to my chagrin, you made it here in one piece. I guess we'll accept you and throw you to the wolves. Listen up. You can always place the wolves' den. But you're no wolf. No, you're the run of the litter. A whimpering, drooling pup would be lucky to suckle one drop of your mum's teat before your bigger siblings grabbed you by the neck and tossed you aside to starve like the wretch you are. Stand up straight, maggot. This ain't no place for the faint of heart. I give your sorry ass till dawn before you run home with your tail tucked between your legs, crying for your mum. You're beyond help. But because I'm feeling so goddamn generous, I'll give it to you anyways. If you're mind to learn something, come back and I'll beat it into you good and proper. Next time you show your ugly mug, I want some fangs. Dismissed. Wolves Den, a floating arena, is used by grand companies. Training facility for the recruits. Inside the pit, you will be matched your wits against other adventurers just like you. If you're interested in joining the fight, speak with the attendant on Braveheart. Braveheart? Freedom! On your retainers are field participating in commissioned adventures. Before you do so, however, you must first assign them a class. Summoning a retainer, select Assign Retainer Class from the retainer menu to begin. You're not going to take adventures until you assign a class. This can be any one class with the exception of those of the discipline of the hand. Retainer's class determine which adventure you should embark upon. Please be advised that you cannot assign your retainer a class that you have not yet unlocked. Which means that I have exactly one possible class for him. Hunting and field expedition adventures. He looks exactly the same. Retainer. Select view retainer as you proceed. Be assigned any one class with the exception of those of Disciple of the Hand. It's possible to assign classes. Please be warned. Japan progress in the current class will be set. This class determines which ventures you should embark on. Ventures. Senior. Oh. Put any item in your inventory. Our trusted retainer, as long as it meets the requirements. May have to proceed. Not high enough level to work. I don't have a pointy stick for him to use. All of my sticks are too pointy. They'll poke his eye out. Okay, so why are there no merchants around here? Come, drumstick! We're leaving this terrible area. It's a long way down. A very long way down. Can you fly, chicken? Fly, chicken, fly. Just barely survived that one, too. Brass knuckles. I do not need any of these. Battle gear. Worthless. Get on the boat. Get on the boat. once again, I can't buy any weapons that I actually need. Fantastic. Now I need to go back to Old Dan regardless. Need to go back to Old Dan regardless, so I might as well. It's much cheaper if I go freely to Ryzen and then teleport there. Nah, this music just is not as jaunty. I require truly jaunty music. Fly, chicken, fly! Perhaps when I'm in a town that has a whole bunch of those guys. Gladiator. No. Still nothing that I can use. You guys all suck. All I want is a pointy stick for my retainer to use. Is that really so much to ask for? I suppose I must settle for becoming a black mage instead. Waiting for you, in a way. Please let me explain. Do you know the Maharaja Pit? It's a prison here in Oldan. In prison, a man will do most anything to keep his mind occupied. Of late, one of the inmates claims to hear the voice of Nalthon. No doubt he has lost his mind after serving 100 years of a life sentence. You've kept him in prison for 100 years. Damn. But he knew of you by name, Sheila, and maintains that the traitors demand you win. The gem of Chateau and exchange it for his release. Farce, no doubt. I make it for nothing. Make it for nothing more than the maniacal ravings of a cell-crazed, sweaty-toothed madman. But I fear the only way to make sure is to free him of the pit. Prisoner's name is Q. His name is Q. And it is his history, and as if his story were not proof enough of his lunacy, he has styled himself a black mage. But such magic was lost in Erosia centuries ago. Who does this senile charlatan think he is to fool such rubbish? Nonetheless, he has invoked the name of Nathan, and so the Order feels it unwise to ignore his words. I am still no believer. You have come, as I said you would. So let us get to the bottom of this, shall we? It may be that you are an agent of fate, and perhaps you, It may be that you are an agent of fate, or perhaps you are merely a crooked old man's accomplice. In either case, I ask that you travel to Harbinger and seek out the planar fissure or rift between this world and the next. You're going to Limbo! Fell whatever beasts might lurk there, and water the earth with their blood. Crush your enemies. See them driven before you. According to your jailed mummer, doing so will give rise to the gem of Shatatou. The gem is no more than a pretty stone oft mentioned in bedtime stories and tales of fairies. We shall see if it truly exists. I shall await your findings here. Return to me when the deed is done. Meanwhile, this guy is just like, yeah, that's probably right. Recognize the guildmaster. There was a sixth sibling, though, as I recall, the youngest, who did not make a vow to the order, but then I am wrong from time to time. Let me go to the market and see if I can find myself a pointy stick. This person sells dyes. This person sells equipment for crafting discipline. This person repairs. Magic. Scepter. Brand. Level 1. Exactly what my retainer needs. And the retainer bell is over there. Level 1. Yes! Can I equip him with a jaunty hat? No. Ah! He can wear a silly beret. But not that. Oh yeah, he's gonna be ready. Equip the main arms, gents. Junior is now fully prepared to undertake ventures. Select assigned adventures and proceed. There are two main types of ventures: hunting, mining, botany, fishing constitute one type. You specify an item for a trainer procure. It consists of a second type, in which a trainer will be scour and train for your chosen, hopefully, precious item. However, your trainer will not undertake a venture without first receiving due compensation. Signing a venture requires a payment of unique currency in ventures. Ventures can be acquired through a variety of methods, such as exchanging company seals, filling, call ventures, a retainer, and take a return class, a site of war, magic, retainer, like hunting or fishing. Field expedition level 1. Cost 2 ventures. time remaining until adventure is placed. Select timers under due menu and select ventures. Just confirm time remaining by selecting your venture report, blah, blah, blah. Should you wish to cancel the ventures and recall your retainer, you may do so when viewing the venture report. However, please be advised it is not necessarily unless you wish to assign a different venture to your retainer. Even when a venture is in progress, you can still entrust and withdraw items from sell items in the market, even though it makes no sense. Two adventure types. Exploration sends your retainer to scour the terrain for chosen new play items. There will be no telling what he or she may find. Indeed, there are certain rare items which can only be obtained through ventures, so make it a point to dispatch your retainer as often as resources allow. Ventures are tasks which need to retain. Signing a venture requires a payment of unique currency known as a venture. A venture can be acquired through a variety of methods. Such as blah, 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 blah. Even when the venture retainers will promptly answer your call when summoned. And likewise can be sent to tend to your wares as the market. Be careful not to put these resources in good use. Blah, 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 blah. Don't be afraid to send them on ventures. You can still use them as you normally would. It's an additional system on top of it. Bye now. I must become a black mage. Luckily, I only need to go to Cap Drybone. Man, the giant robot's faster than I am. There's a giant glowy thing over there. Seems kind of important. Oh, that's not scary at all. Well, into limbo we go. Oh. I've been silenced. And so begins the magic. Put up your weapon, friend. Chaza char means you no harm. So you are the one of whom Quack prophecy speaks. By your hands was the blood of these creatures spilt upon this earthen vein, was it not? Maybe? Then you have earned the gem of Chateau. Take it, and you will know what to do with it when the time comes. I can teleport it with my mind. With this, my part is done. Farewell for now. It's got a black mage symbol on it. The mana ward there, and the lime and the coconut there. You certainly smell as though you've been off spilling blood. But I will take more than a waft of foulness to convince me that you are an agent of divine will. I think yours was an eventful journey. I can teleport this stone with my mind now. It is exactly as described in the tales. Could it truly be a gem of Chateau? 12 be good. I can feel the magic pulsing within it. I shall take its energies and harness them for evil. Tales tell that only souls blessed by the grace of Nadthal are entrusted with the gem. This is beyond mere coincidence. I must investigate further. And you must assist me, Sheila. This now involves you as much as any other. I have impressed you into service. Still, I cannot shake my inner skeptic. If Q somehow made contact with the outside world, he may be manipulating adventurers such as yourself to ends yet unknown to us. I will call an emergency council of the Order. Please wait here. Uh-oh. It's a one-eyed mage. Q, what are you doing here? How did you escape the pit? Hold your tongue, you insolent fool. Master has planned a century in meditation communicating with that. You will address him with proper respect. The jailers of Maharaja Pit are very different from the heretics of your order. Suffice it to say, they had wisdom enough to listen. Must I remind you again? The will I speak is that of Nanthal himself. The true criminal is he who ignores the words of a god. Where, Q? 12 seldom spare those who claim their voice. This mummer's farce will bring disaster to us all. Because of the disaster to come will be no words of mine, of that to be sure. Nanthal spoke upon me. By his own declaration, the seal of the Void Gate will be broken. Once thrown open, it will be closed once more by none but she who bears the gem of Chateau. Hey there. I speak of you! Oh. Gem you hold is the mark of a mage of the black. With it in hand, you must now set forth to gather the keys needed to seal the Void Gate. Well, it'll have to be ominous somewhere else. Wait, you can't... I mean, you don't have the right to... I can't just let this happen. Silence, you hallowed... hallowed... Those who do not listen shall not be heard. The screen shall have a little blur around it to show how intense we are. You take for yourself the title of Thaumaturge, and so I will not suffer you to claim ignorance. You know as well as any of the existence of a netherworld rife with shadows and monstrosities, the Void. As the power of the Void waxes, the barrier between it and our world wanes. Eventually that barrier will falter, and the Void Gate will open. Once it has, only the Black Mage of Eld can reseal it. This is sacrilege! Beware the sacrilege! As one who now commands the forces of destruction, I bid you go forth. Black Mage. There can be no metal of a title than Black Mage. Chateau is our sigil, the mark of the Magi devoted to the true dark art. In it you already possess the first key required to see the Void Gate sealed. You have taken the black, and you'll never look back. But time is needed before the black takes you, before it permeates mind and body, and colors every fiber of your being and pitch. Visits Bolivian Syncrium, and there hear the words of Lay. Do not fear the power to destroy. Master it, and with it destroy that which would destroy you. Destroy the destroyer before it destroys you. Destroy it destructively, and do destroy all that destroy your way to destroying the destroyer of destroying. It's the destrucity of destruction. Still not done. So we need to go to the Miners Guild. They're all very young at that guild. It's weird. Man, it's sealed off. Master is meditating in his chamber. For now, always speaks, a master must listen. He has entrusted me with guiding you in your path, but you must walk alone yet. Come again when the black has grown stronger within you. Next black mage basically become available from Lay upon reaching level 35. Huh. The chateau imbues you with dark knowledge. Gaze into the abyss as it gazes into you. You obtained a soul crystal. I caught someone's soul. Soul crystals are required to change from your current class to a more specialized job. Each job has its own crystal, which can be equipped via the armory chest. Even in a video game, you still have a job. While using a job, you'll have limited access to actions from other classes. You will, however, have access to new job-specific actions. Job levels and attribute bonuses coincide with those of the base class. The job level rises, so too does the level of the base class, and vice versa. Using a job, you'll have limited access to actions from other classes. You will, however, have access to job-specific actions. Job level and attribute bonuses coincide with those of the base classes with the job level. Blah, blah, blah. It's a more specialized version of the exact same thing you already did. And now I'm a black mage! Yay! Did anything about you change? No! Still can't wear my robes. I'm not very far away from being able to. Nothing. Let's see here. I need about 10,000 experience. Incidentally, 10,000 experience is what I get for completing all these ventures. And I have 2 left. So, Central Thalion and the Clutch. Clutch. Ah, there's the Clutch. So I need to go to Black Brush. Reorganized all my skills. Convert. Sacrifice 20% of your 20% of your maximum HP to restore 30%. So your MP cannot be exceed the HP lower. You can't kill yourself with this skill. I think that's everything. It's your gerb. Gotta learn your gerb. Super Ultra Mega Chicken is with me at all times. Need to go to the clutch. Clutch. And I need to kill toxic toads. Is that a toxic toad? It looks like a toxic toad. Yes, it is a toxic toad. I did not see that one coming. Man, I was interrupted by something. Haha! Killed by a dot. Okay, let's see here. Last two hunting log targets. Antlion Sentry in the Black Brush, and something else in Western blah 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 blah. Okay, so the Antlion Sentries are north of the little town. Now, is it workers? Worker. Lion Sentry, Black Brush. Worker, worker, worker. Worker, worker, worker. Sentry! There you are. It's the find of the sentry! Ha 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 ha! The last thing left in my hunting log is 2 giant tortoises in Western Thalia. I can get there fastest by going through Horizon. All roads lead through Horizon. That. Do 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 do. Do do do. Challenge log entry. Fated to wander is almost complete. Here's a giant tortoise. Such a majestic creature. I will kill it because some log tells me to. Such majesty. that. Hunting log, rank 3. Oh, we can't see the higher ranks. Oh. If I just get high enough level, I can just unlock it anyways. Except for the fact that I am level 30 or above. Oh, I guess you need both. Whoops. Fire spittle. Anywho, that means I can wear my luxurious new robe. It's not quite as luxurious as I'd hoped. Still, it'll do all right. Let's see. My next mission is going to take me back to the woods. So I shall return home. Good. Didn't work properly. I like how it actually lines you up properly so you can sit on the thing. That's a very neat touch. And as always, it is amazingly difficult to actually make characters sit believably in a video game. But anyways, that's all the little side quests and side adventures I need to complete to be done. I'm gonna get my mount, got my job, all my advanced thingies, and unlocked pretty much all the game features. So now, after many hours and many quests, I am finally, I guess, done with the tutorial. So that's it for today. I shall see you next time.